relax, be cool. Cause if you don't, you'll act like a fool, so be cool.
Hey guys, welcome to Get Busy Watching. I'm your host, Honest Dan. Let's talk movies. Why was I excited for this again? This isn't a knock against the movie, by the way. It's just, prior to seeing it, I was really hyped for it, and upon reflection, I don't know why. Like, before seeing it, I did not know that David Strathairn was in it, so there was no star power that I was grappling onto. I don't even recall seeing a trailer before this came out. So I don't think I even knew what it was about. Why was I so excited for this? I went in completely blind. I'm just rambling right now, so sorry. Let's just talk about the movie, huh? This is my honest opinion of Where the Crawdads Sing. Based on the novel of the same name, set in North Carolina between the 1950s and the late 1960s. Kaya Clark, played by Daisy Edgar Jones, is a reclusive young woman living alone in the marshes after her family abandoned her one by one. In the present day, a young man is found dead in the marsh, and the local authorities suspect foul play. Specifically, that Kaya did it since she and the victim knew each other. But she says she's innocent, and as her trial begins, her life is recounted.
A little girl surviving in the marsh on her own, reviled and shunned.
I think I like it, but it's difficult to pinpoint exactly what my problems are, and kind of equally difficult to talk about what specifically I liked, but I'll do my best. Let's start with relative newcomer Daisy Edgar Jones. She is 50 flavors of adorable and really plays into her girl next door look. Maybe I'm just a sucker for English girls, but she pretty much only has one look on her face throughout the movie. Bashful. And yet somehow it works. Kaya is a social outcast, having lived that way her entire life. If that weren't bad enough, her mother abandoned her, then one by one, her siblings, and before long, her father, leaving her completely alone in the marsh. You can imagine being abandoned before your double-digit years by everyone that you love would do quite a number on your psyche. So her social awkwardness and limited ability to interact with others is totally understandable, outside of a few that she's always kind of interacted with, like her future boyfriend Tate, and the loving business couple Mabel and Jumpin'. Despite her constant dour demeanor, Edgar Jones never loses her charm and the sympathy you have for her. You like her relationship with Tate as it allows her to explore her happiness, to really open up and let her personality shine. Which makes it all the more heartbreaking when Tate goes off to college promising to come back, only to completely blow her off. Yeah, I wouldn't have taken that well either, so your heart breaks just as much as hers.
I love you.
What makes this all the worse is that later on, years later, Tate does come back.
No way!
And lo and behold, when he does, it's when she's got a new beau who's showing her a teasing, squeezing, pleasing kind of time.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
And what's his justification for standing her up all those years ago? You ready for some real horse manure from a man? He thought that she would never leave the marsh and that he would have to choose between her and his college life. Ugh. Men. Am I right, ladies?
Don't get me started on men.
Don't get me started on men.
Don't get me started on men.
Actually, this is one of my primary negatives. The men in this movie are dicks. At least most of them are. I know we're supposed to like Tate and all, but he does very little in the way of truly redeeming himself when he ghosts Kaya. In fact, when he learns that Chase Andrews, her new boyfriend and future dead body that the whole courtroom drama centers around, is in fact her new boyfriend, he goes Big Willie style and triggers his inner alpha male energy and almost fights Chase for an offhand comment that he makes about her. It's like, no girl, choose none of these guys. I know, it sucks being alone and shit, but alone is better than a suffocating relationship. I've seen a few reviews online saying that the tone is a little all over the place. I'm assuming that's in conjunction with the romances that we explore with Kaya and the courtroom stuff. And then I can kind of see that, mostly because, yeah, one second it's a lovey-dovey romance Hallmark movie, the next it's To Kill a Mockingbird. But I don't know, I might disagree with that in some ways. It's not like the courtroom scenes are especially dramatic or the romance scenes are especially sappy, at least not to me. I saw their function and took it in stride. Each scene is meant to reveal a piece of the puzzle for the courtroom stuff. A new piece of evidence is brought forth and a flashback happens and we get an explanation of when this evidence came into the picture. It's subtle, but it was effective for me in retrospect when I had time to process it. With that said, I will say that those scenes that explain where this item or event came from take its sweet-ass time to show up. I get it. Most of the time, it's developing the relationships and the characters, which is to be expected in this type of movie. But because the flashback scenes are so heavily focused on, it's easy to forget that this is a flashback scene. The courtroom proceedings almost seem like afterthoughts. They certainly don't gel together very well and can give a mild case of whiplash, not in terms of tone, but rather in how the past and present are interwoven.
Ow! Jeez, what was that for? It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Yeah, but it still hurts.
Yeah, that's kind of all I had to say about this movie. I know, this review isn't particularly long, but the movie is particularly straightforward. I feel like how you feel about this movie will depend greatly on how you feel about Daisy Edgar Jones. Or if you like movies that might as well be Hallmark movies, but, you know, with a bigger budget and a little more effort put into the story. And yeah, I thought Edgar Jones was really good, therefore I think the movie as a whole is solid. It's not perfect, but it's fine. Especially that ending. Damn, I'm still thinking about that shit. My honest rating for Where the Crawdads Sing, a strong 3 out of 5.
You want me to beg for my life? I don't have it in me. I won't.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy out there. Hope to see you soon.
You don't take time to sleep, eat or drink, but just remember that it's later than you think. So be cool, just relax. So be cool, face facts, 'cause time